It was a sunny morning in Enchancia, and Princess Sofia was walking through the royal gardens with Clover, her loyal rabbit friend. The flowers were in full bloom, the fountain sparkled, and birds sang sweet melodies. Everything seemed perfect, but Sofia felt a little bored. She loved adventures, and lately the castle had been too quiet. Suddenly, a strange sound echoed from the forest nearby, a soft hum, like a magical tune. Clover twitched his nose nervously. "Princess, do you hear that? It doesn't sound like any bird I know." Sofia's eyes sparkled with curiosity. "I hear it too, Clover. Maybe someone is trying to tell us something." Without another word, Sofia followed the sound toward the edge of the forest. Clover hopped close to her, his ears alert. As they walked deeper into the trees, the hum grew louder. Soon, they reached a clearing bathed in golden sunlight, and there, in the middle, stood a figure unlike anyone Sofia had ever seen. He was tall, wearing a long robe covered in shimmering stars and moons. In one hand, he held a long, twisted staff topped with a glowing crystal. His eyes twinkled mysteriously, and his smile was kind but full of secrets. "Ah, Princess Sofia," he said in a voice that seemed to echo softly. "I've been expecting you." Sofia took a cautious step forward. Who are you?" The man bowed gracefully. "I am Alaric, the magician of Enchancia's hidden wonders. I travel the kingdom bringing magic and helping those who are brave at heart." Clover twitched nervously. "Brave at heart, huh?" he muttered. Sofia's curiosity grew. "Why were you expecting me?" she asked. Alaric smiled. "Because, Princess, you have something very special, the amulet of Avalor, and with it, you can see magic in ways no one else can. Today I have a lesson for you, if you are willing to learn." Sofia's eyes widened. "A lesson in magic? Really?" Clover twitched his nose nervously. "Princess, remember the broomstick dance? Magic can be tricky." Sofia laughed. "Don't worry, Clover. I've learned a lot already, and I'm ready for a new adventure." Alaric extended his staff. "Then come closer. Let's see what your amulet can do when guided by true magic." Sofia stepped forward, and the crystal on Alaric's staff glowed brighter. Her amulet began to shine too, pulsing in rhythm with the staff. Sparkles danced around them like tiny stars. "Close your eyes, Sofia," Alaric instructed. She obeyed, taking a deep breath. Suddenly, she felt herself lifted slightly off the ground. A warm, magical energy surrounded her, and she could feel the forest around her come alive. Birds sang brighter, flowers swayed, and Clover's ears twitched at the sound of whispers in the wind. Alaric's voice guided her. "Magic is not only in spells or potions, Princess. Magic is in the heart, in courage, in kindness. The amulet will show you the way, but only if you believe in yourself." Sofia opened her eyes and gasped. She could see shimmering shapes moving through the air. Tiny wisps of magic in the shape of animals, stars, and ribbons of light. "It's beautiful," she whispered. Clover hopped in excitement. "Whoa! It's like the forest is alive." Alaric nodded. "It is alive with magic, Sofia. But not all magic is kind. There are shadows and there are tests. That is why you must learn. Today's lesson is to understand that magic can be used for good, and sometimes it must be stopped from being misused." Before Sofia could respond, a sudden gust of wind swirled through the clearing. A shadow moved between the trees, dark and flickering. "Who's there?" Sofia called, clutching her amulet. The shadow disappeared, but Clover twitched nervously. "Princess, I think someone's watching us." Alaric raised his staff, and the crystal glowed. "Fear not, Sofia. Today is the beginning of a great adventure. You will face challenges, meet strange creatures, and learn secrets even the bravest never know. But with your heart and your amulet, you will find your way." Sofia looked up at him, her eyes full of determination. "I'm ready," she said firmly. Clover twitched his ears. "I guess I'm ready too, as long as we don't get eaten by any magical creatures." Sofia laughed. "Don't worry, Clover. We'll stick together." Alaric smiled, his eyes twinkling. "Good. Then let the lessons begin." He tapped his staff on the ground, and the clearing transformed. Paths of glowing light appeared, leading into deeper parts of the forest. Strange shapes and magical colors swirled around. Follow the paths, Alaric instructed. Each will teach you something new. But beware, Princess, magic is always full of surprises. Sofia took a deep breath. Her heart beat fast, but she felt ready. Let's go, Clover, she said. Clover twitched nervously, but hopped beside her. I think this is going to be magical, he muttered. With that, Sofia and Clover stepped onto the glowing path, ready to begin a journey full of wonder, challenges, and mysteries. Little did she know, meeting the magician was only the start, and soon she would discover secrets that could change Enchancia forever. Sparkles. The glowing path stretched through the forest like a ribbon of light, guiding Sofia and Clover deeper into the trees. Every step felt magical. The leaves shimmered with tiny sparkles, and birds with colorful feathers sang tunes that sounded almost like a spell. Clover twitched nervously. Princess, I don't like how quiet it's getting. And why is the path glowing? Sofia smiled reassuringly. That's magic, Clover. The magician said this path would teach me something. We just have to be brave. Clover shook his ears. Brave, sure, but not too brave, right? As they walked further, they reached a small clearing. In the center floated a golden orb, spinning slowly and emitting soft beams of light. Alaric appeared beside it, his staff glowing with the same color as the orb. This is your first test, Princess Sofia, he said. The orb shows what is hidden in your heart. To pass, you must face it honestly and bravely. Only then will the magic guide you. Sofia tilted her head, puzzled. My heart. Alaric nodded. Yes, magic is not only about spells. True magic comes from courage, kindness, and belief in yourself. This orb will challenge you to understand that. Clover hopped nervously. I don't think my heart is glowing, Princess. Mine's mostly for carrots. Sofia giggled. Don't worry, Clover. You're here to help. Taking a deep breath, Sofia stepped toward the golden orb. As she touched it, a warm light surrounded her, and the forest around her shifted. She found herself in a strange, dreamlike version of the castle courtyard. Shadows moved across the ground, taking shapes of creatures she had never seen, some tiny and fluttering, others tall and dark. Princess Sofia, a gentle voice echoed. It was Alaric's voice, but softer. Face the shadows. Understand their fear. Then you will find your courage. Sofia took another deep breath. I can do this, she whispered to herself. Clover hopped close, keeping her company. I hope your courage is bigger than those creepy shadows. Suddenly, a shadow lunged forward. It looked like a dark, twisting figure with sharp claws, but as it moved closer, Sofia realized it wasn't real. It was a shadow of her own fear. Her heart raced. I'm not going to let fear control me, she said firmly. She raised her hands and imagined a warm, pink light surrounding her. The light from her amulet began to glow brighter, pushing the shadow back. Another shadow appeared, shaped like a dragon. Sofia felt her knees wobble. It's huge. I can't fight it. Clover nudged her. You can remember the forest and the broomstick dance. You faced bigger challenges already. Sofia nodded. She focused her thoughts, thinking of the friends she had who believed in her. The shadows began to shrink as her confidence grew. I can do this, Sofia whispered. She raised her amulet higher, and a brilliant light shot outward, transforming the shadows into sparkling butterflies. They flew around her, and the dark forest changed into a field of colorful flowers. Clover twitched his nose in amazement. Wow, that's really magic. Alaric appeared beside her, smiling. Well done, Princess. You faced your fears and turned them into something beautiful. That is true magic. Courage and belief in yourself can change even the darkest shadows into light. Sofia felt proud. It's amazing. I never knew magic could feel like this. Clover hopped happily. I told you. But maybe next time, fewer scary shadows, okay? Sofia laughed. Next time, we'll be ready. Alaric waved his staff, and the dreamlike forest faded. They were back on the glowing path, sunlight streaming through the trees. Your first test is complete, Alaric said. But remember, Princess, every lesson has more than one challenge. Magic is full of surprises, and some may test you even more than shadows. Sofia nodded, feeling a new sense of confidence. I'm ready for whatever comes next. Clover twitched his nose. As long as it doesn't involve scary dragons again, I'm ready too. Alaric's eyes twinkled. Tomorrow, you will meet creatures that will test your kindness, patience, and cleverness. Some may look friendly, others may not. But your heart and your amulet will guide you, as long as you trust yourself and your friends. Sofia smiled at Clover. See, Clover? Every adventure teaches something new, and I know we can do it together. Clover twitched his ears. All right, together. The path ahead twisted deeper into the forest, and faint glimmers of magic danced across the leaves. Birds with rainbow-colored feathers flew overhead, and tiny sparkles hovered in the air. Sofia's heart beat faster, not with fear, but with excitement. She knew this journey with the magician would be full of wonder, mystery, and new lessons, and she was ready to face every challenge with courage and kindness. As they continued walking, the sound of a soft melody reached their ears. It was magical, gentle, and inviting, promising more discoveries. Sofia took Clover's paw. Let's go see what's next. Clover twitched nervously, but followed. I hope it's not another dragon, he muttered. The magical path stretched on, and the princess realized that meeting the magician had opened a door to a world of magic she had never imagined. With each step, her confidence grew, and she knew that as long as she stayed true to her heart, no challenge would be too big. Little did she know, the next test would be the trickiest yet, and it would require all her bravery, cleverness, and kindness to succeed. Glowing star. The glowing path led Sofia and Clover to a serene, sparkling lake hidden deep in the heart of the forest. Sunlight danced across the water, making it look like liquid crystal. The gentle ripples reflected shimmering colors, and tiny magical fish jumped out of the water, leaving trails of glitter as they fell back in. Clover twitched nervously. Princess, that water looks beautiful, but I have a feeling something's in there. Sofia nodded, her curiosity mixing with a hint of worry. You're right, Clover. Alaric said the next test would be tricky. We have to be careful. She stepped closer to the lake's edge, clutching her amulet. The pink glow from the gem pulsed softly, as if warning her that magic was near. Suddenly, the water began to ripple more violently. A large shadow moved beneath the surface, and then a creature emerged. It was tall and elegant, with scales that shimmered like diamonds and fins that glowed in rainbow colors. Its eyes were big and golden, and it looked both majestic and mysterious. Who are you? Sofia asked softly. The creature's voice echoed gently through the clearing. I am Lumina, the guardian of the Crystal Lake. Many come here, but few are brave enough to face the truths of their heart. Princess Sofia, the magician has sent you here for a reason. Will you prove your courage and kindness? Sofia straightened her shoulders. I will try my best, Lumina. I want to learn. Clover twitched nervously. I'll try to, but let's not get eaten, okay? Lumina lowered her glowing head and spoke again. The test is simple in words, but not in action. You must help those who appear to need aid, even when they seem frightening or strange. Only then will you succeed. Suddenly, the lake shimmered and dark shadows rose from its depths. Small water spirits appeared, some looking sad, others angry, and a few mischievous. One water spirit tried to splash Sofia with waves, while another swirled around Clover, making him dizzy. Sofia took a deep breath. Clover, stay calm. We can help them, even if they seem scary. Clover twitched nervously, but nodded. Sofia focused her thoughts and held out her hands. Please, little spirits, I'm here to help, not hurt. What do you need? One small spirit, shaped like a tiny blue fish with glowing fins, swam toward her. Its eyes were wide and fearful. I can't find my family, it whispered. Sofia's heart melted. Don't worry, we'll help you. She touched her amulet gently, and a soft pink light spread over the lake, calming the restless spirits. The other water spirits watched closely. Another, a larger one with silver scales, tried to block her path. I don't trust you, it said, splashing water in anger. Sofia stayed calm. I understand. I won't hurt you. Please, let me show that I can help. She focused her thoughts on kindness and patience, and slowly, the silver-scaled spirit's angry movements softened. Clover watched in amazement. "Princess, you're amazing. You're actually talking to them and calming them down." Sophia smiled. "It's not me, Clover. It's magic of the heart. I just have to believe." She spent time guiding the spirits, helping the lost ones find each other, and soothing the upset ones. Slowly, the lake became peaceful again, sparkling brighter than before. Lumina's voice echoed softly. "Well done, Princess Sofia. You have shown kindness, patience, and courage. Many would have turned away, afraid of the unknown, but you chose to face it with an open heart." Sophia felt a warm glow in her chest. "Thank you, Lumina. I learned that helping others, even if they seem scary, is the bravest kind of magic." Clover twitched his ears. "I have to admit, I didn't think magic could feel like this. It's wonderful." Lumina lowered her head gracefully. "Your lesson is complete. But remember, Princess, true magic is always a journey. Challenges will continue to appear, and every heart you touch will create more magic than you can imagine." The water shimmered one last time, and Lumina disappeared beneath the lake, leaving behind sparkling ripples that glowed like stars. Sophia and Clover looked at each other, feeling proud and happy. Just then, Alaric appeared, smiling. "Excellent, Sophia. You passed the creature of the Crystal Lake test. You have learned that courage and kindness go hand in hand. But remember, more lessons await, and the forest still holds secrets yet to be revealed." Sophia grinned, holding Clover close. "I'm ready for whatever comes next. We've faced shadows, fear, and now the creatures of the lake. I think we could do anything together." Clover twitched his nose in agreement. "As long as there are no more scary water monsters, I agree." Alaric nodded. "Tomorrow, Princess, your cleverness and quick thinking will be tested. You will face puzzles and riddles that only the bravest and wisest can solve. But I believe in you and in your magic." Sophia smiled, her amulet glowing warmly. She knew that each lesson brought her closer to understanding the real magic inside her, the magic of courage, friendship, and believing in herself. And so, hand in paw with Clover, Princess Sophia continued along the glowing path, ready for the next magical adventure that awaited her in the enchanted forest. Glowing Star. After leaving the Crystal Lake behind, Sophia and Clover continued along the glowing forest path. The trees above shimmered with sparkling lights, casting rainbow patterns on the ground. Clover twitched nervously. "Princess, I hope the next test isn't as scary as the water one. My paws are still wet from that splash." Sophia laughed softly. "Don't worry, Clover. Every challenge teaches something new, and I think we're ready for this one." Her amulet pulsed warmly, as if agreeing with her. Suddenly, the path widened into a small clearing where Alaric was waiting. His staff glowed brighter than ever, and his eyes twinkled with mystery. "Princess Sophia," he said, "you have learned much courage and kindness. But now it is time for a test of cleverness and wit. Magic is not only about bravery. It also requires wisdom and quick thinking." Sophia stepped forward. "I'm ready, Alaric. What do I need to do?" Alaric raised the staff, and the clearing changed instantly. Glimmering walls of light appeared, forming a magical maze. Paths twisted and turned, some leading to sparkling treasure, others to dead ends filled with harmless but tricky illusions. "Inside this maze," Alaric explained, "is a hidden key. Only by solving the puzzles along the way can you find it. This key unlocks the final secret of your lesson. Be clever, be patient, and trust your heart." Clover twitched nervously. "A maze? I don't even like mazes without magic. How are we supposed to find a key?" Sophia smiled confidently. "We'll do it together, Clover. And remember, it's not just a key. It's about learning and thinking carefully." They stepped into the maze. The walls shimmered, reflecting their images in countless directions, making it difficult to know which way to go. Soon, the first puzzle appeared. A group of glowing orbs hovered above the ground. Each orb had a different symbol: stars, moons, suns, and hearts. A voice echoed softly. "Step only on the orbs that match your true heart, and the path will open." Sophia looked at the orbs carefully. Her amulet pulsed with pink light whenever she stepped near the heart-shaped symbols. "These must be the right ones," she whispered. Clover hopped beside her. "I hope your heart doesn't lead us into trouble." Sofia laughed and stepped confidently on the heart orbs. One by one, they glowed brighter, and a new path opened ahead. Next, a set of sparkling riddles appeared, floating in midair like magical scrolls. Sofia read the first one aloud. "I have hands but cannot clap. I have a face but cannot smile. I tell stories without words. What am I?" Clover tilted his head. "A clock?" he asked hesitantly. Sofia smiled. "Yes, Clover, a clock. Let's step forward." The path lit up as they solved the riddle correctly. Several more riddles appeared, each trickier than the last. Some required logic, others imagination. Sofia took her time, thinking carefully, while Clover helped by pointing out clues with his twitching nose. Together, they solved each puzzle, unlocking more paths through the maze. Finally, they reached the heart of the maze, where a small pedestal held a sparkling golden key. The key glowed as if alive, radiating warmth and magic. Sofia approached it carefully. "This must be the key Alaric mentioned," she said. Clover hopped close. "It looks important and shiny." As Sofia touched the key, the maze walls dissolved, leaving them in the clearing with Alaric. "Well done, Princess," he said, smiling. "You have shown courage, kindness, and cleverness. These are the qualities of a true magician's friend and a protector of Enchancia. The key you hold now will help you unlock not only secrets of magic, but also the strength within your heart." Sofia held the key carefully. "Thank you, Alaric. I learned so much today. Courage, kindness, and now cleverness too." Clover twitched his nose. "And we didn't get lost in the maze. That's a miracle." Alaric chuckled. "Your journey is not over, Princess. One final lesson remains, a lesson that will test all that you have learned today and show the true power of your amulet." Sofia's heart raced with excitement. "I'm ready for it," she said firmly. Clover twitched his ears. "Well, I guess if anyone can do it, it's you, Princess." The magician raised his staff one last time, and a soft swirl of rainbow-colored magic appeared, lifting them into the air. "Follow me," Alaric said. "Your final test awaits in a place where magic, friendship, and courage will all come together. Are you prepared to face it?" Sofia took a deep breath, holding Clover's paw. "I'm ready," she said confidently. "Together, we can do anything." Clover twitched nervously. Together, and with that, the clearing shimmered, carrying them into the next magical adventure, a test that would reveal the true power of Princess Sofia's heart and the magic she carried within. Glowing star. The rainbow swirl of magic carried Sofia and Clover high above the forest. The air sparkled with golden dust, and every leaf below shimmered as though kissed by sunlight and starlight at the same time. Clover twitched nervously. "Princess, this is high, really high." Sofia held his pole reassuringly. "I know, Clover, but this is part of the final test. Alaric wouldn't send us anywhere we couldn't handle. We just have to trust ourselves and each other." Her amulet glowed brighter than ever, pulsing warmly as if it were alive and cheering her on. Suddenly, the swirl of magic slowed, and they landed on a floating platform made entirely of sparkling crystal. It hovered above a sea of clouds, with stars twinkling all around. Alaric appeared in the center, his staff glowing with a brilliant light. "Princess Sofia," he said, "this is your final challenge. Here, you will face the greatest lesson of all, understanding that true magic comes from the harmony of courage, kindness, and wisdom combined." Sofia stepped forward. "I'm ready, Alaric. What do I need to do?" Alaric raised his staff, and a gentle breeze swirled around them. Slowly, 3 magical challenges appeared before Sofia. A shadowy figure representing fear, a small, crying creature representing sadness and need, and a shimmering puzzle floating in the air, representing cleverness and understanding. "The first is courage," Alaric explained. "Face the shadow and transform it with your bravery." Sofia's heart beat fast. She remembered the shadows in the forest and the crystal lake. She closed her eyes and focused on the warm light of her amulet. "I can do this," she whispered. Slowly, the shadow approached, but instead of shrinking in fear, Sofia stepped forward confidently. She imagined a pink, glowing light surrounding her and the shadow. The dark figure softened, then transformed into a glowing butterfly, swirling gracefully around her. "Very good," Alaric said. "You have faced fear and turned it into something beautiful. Now the second challenge, kindness." A small, trembling creature appeared next. Its fur was matted, its eyes full of worry. I need help," it whispered. Sofia knelt down. "Don't worry, little one. I'm here to help you." She touched her amulet gently, and a soft pink light spread over the creature. Its fur straightened, and it smiled gratefully. Clover hopped close. "See? Helping others really is magical." Sofia smiled and hugged the creature. "Kindness makes magic stronger, Clover. Just like Alaric said." Alaric waved his staff, and the last challenge appeared, a floating, glittering puzzle made of rainbow-colored shapes. "Now, Princess, Wisdom and Cleverness. Solve the puzzle, and your final lesson will be complete." Sofia studied the puzzle carefully. The pieces moved and shifted, forming different patterns with every attempt. Clover twitched nervously. "I don't know, Princess, it looks tricky." Sofia took a deep breath. "We just need to think carefully and trust ourselves." She looked at the pieces, remembering all she had learned. Courage to face fear, kindness to help others, and cleverness to solve problems. Slowly, she moved the pieces, aligning shapes by color, size, and pattern. As the final piece clicked into place, the puzzle glowed brightly, spinning and transforming into a sparkling key. "The final key!" Alaric exclaimed. "You have passed all the challenges. Princess Sofia, courage, kindness, and cleverness are united in your heart. This is the true magic of Enchancia." Sofia felt a warm glow in her chest. I did it." Clover twitched his nose happily. "Yes, we did it. And I didn't fall off any clouds." Alaric smiled. "Your lessons are complete, but the greatest magic is not in spells or puzzles. It is in friendship, love, and believing in yourself. Remember these lessons always, Princess Sofia, and you will be ready for any challenge." Sofia hugged Clover tightly. "I understand now. Magic is amazing, but the real power comes from what's in our hearts." Clover twitched his ears. "And maybe a little help from carrots," he muttered. Alaric chuckled. "Indeed, Clover. Now, it is time to return to the castle. You have proven that you are brave, kind, and clever, a true princess of Enchancia." With a wave of the staff, the crystal platform shimmered, and Sofia and Clover were carried gently back to the forest edge near the castle. The sun was setting, painting the sky in pinks and purples. Sofia looked up at Alaric. "Thank you, Alaric. I've learned so much today, more than I could have imagined." The magician bowed gracefully. "The magic of your heart is strong. Princess, never forget it. And remember, every adventure teaches something new. You are ready for the next one." Sofia smiled, her amulet glowing warmly. Clover hopped beside her, his nose twitching excitedly. "I think I'm ready too, as long as there aren't any giant puzzles in the next adventure." Sofia laughed. "Don't worry, Clover. Whatever comes, we'll face it together." As the stars began to twinkle above the castle, Sofia realized that meeting the magician had been more than a lesson in magic. It had been a journey of courage, friendship, and discovering the strength within herself. She knew that no matter what challenges awaited, she would always have her heart and the magic inside it to guide her. And with Clover by her side, Princess Sofia walked back to the castle, ready for the many magical adventures that awaited her in the kingdom of Enchancia. Glowing star, sparkles the end sparkles.